All right, guys, it's 2024, and what better way to start the year off right than to clean up the shop? Right now, the shop is a big old mess. There's stuff everywhere. There's things I don't even need anymore. And so what we're gonna do is go through, clean up around the shop. I'll put it on a time lapse for you to watch. Now, before that though, I wanna get some good sound in here. Right now, I only have a Google Home. It's okay, not that great. It just works. And it's only mono, not stereo or anything. So I want to upgrade. Now, I actually happen to be reached out to via email from a company who wanted to send me a set of speakers to try out on the channel and of course to share with you guys. And here they are. Check it out. The Studio Phoenix. There's 2 speakers in here. We're going to open it up, test it out, install them, see how they look, and then of course go through and clean up the shop. I definitely recommend it for you guys to go out and clean up your space, just so it makes it easier for you to do your projects throughout the year and be more efficient. And honestly, it's something I probably should do every time I'm out in the shop, is clean up around the shop and put things back where they're supposed to do. But usually when you go through a hard day and you're like in pain and you're like frustrated after working hard on your car, you know, because cars are pain, you don't want to clean up. So this is kind of compounded over the last, like, I don't know, 6-7 months since I've really deep dived into cleaning my shop. And so it's about time. But first, let's get some music. All right, guys, let's open this sucker up. I've got a knife here. Hopefully I don't stab myself. Let's do this. We'll see what's inside. Hopefully some speakers. Oh yeah, and before I dig in, here are the specs, as you can see. Looking good. Seems like it'd be pretty good. Here's the model number. And I'll have it all linked in my description below if you're interested in picking up some of these speakers. Let's get this open here, see what we got inside. Ooh, look at that. They're bigger than I expected. Okay, cool. So let's get one of these out and we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, this is the content of the box right here, not the knife, but everything else. We've got a manual, which shows you how to install everything and do everything. Of course, we've got a power brick, power lead. We've got another power lead as well for the secondary speaker, and then also the sound for the speaker. So basically what's happening is, I believe one of these has Bluetooth, which we'll find out here in a moment, and then it feeds the signal over to the other speaker via these 2 cables. I'm not exactly sure how long this cable is, so that will determine how far of a distance we can separate the 2 speakers. But I'm thinking about putting them up on the wall there. What do you think? Right above the 2 windows. So we'll go ahead and climb up there on the workbench and we'll get started on getting them installed. All right, let's go ahead and get these open here. See what they look like without them in the box here, or the bags. Looks like they come out the box here. They already look pretty nice. They're not really super heavy, so that's nice. At least makes it easy to hold up, which I like. We got to figure out which one's left and which one's right, because they're both stereo, of course. All right, look at that. Let's shove that in that box there. So we've got, the cool thing about these is they got the 2 little brackets here, so I guess they'll go like that up there, is the idea. So let's go ahead and get these mounts up there where they're supposed to be, and then we can work on getting power to them and everything. All right, let's get this first mount installed, and hopefully I don't fall climbing up on this. We'll see. Let's see, where exactly, how high up do we want to put them? I think honestly just like right here is kind of perfect. Just sitting right level with the board there. But of course it needs to be good enough that it doesn't interfere with the wall, which it definitely won't, so it's perfect. There we go. There's one screw in. Let's do the second screw. I'm wearing some insulated gloves because it is cold out. Despite the fact that I'm wearing shorts, the fingers, man, they just get too cold. It's on there good enough, I think. All right, let's go ahead and put this first speaker. This is the left speaker, which requires power. And luckily enough, I have power right below, so it should be perfect. We need the two little screws, which I just thought, before I put this on, definitely keep this in mind. Before we put this on, we need to actually put the wires on, so that way it's easy, these wires specifically. That way it'll be easy to string them along. I didn't even think about that until just now. So keep that in mind. Okay, that one's in. Let's do the red one. They give you plenty of mounting options, which I do appreciate. And I like that it's Bluetooth. That helps as well. Because that means I don't have to have a receiver for this, which is also a huge benefit. Because buying a receiver is not cheap. And also it's kind of clunky to set up. And one more thing you have to worry about surviving in your shop out in the weather, because you know the shop is not climate controlled as of yet. It may be at some point, but as of today it is not. And so I need something that's going to hold up to the elements, and since this is an outdoor speaker, it's pretty great. It's meant to be able to hold up to those hot and cold cycles. I'm surprised that the Google Home has held up, you know, over the years. But it has. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and run this wire over to the other side. I'll just tuck it back behind here. That'll keep it out of the way, not really visible. And here in a second, I'll come back and we'll do the other side. All right, guys, good news. This cable, this speaker cable, just happens to be just long enough for our purposes. So let's go ahead and get the second mount put up and hook up these wires. Then we'll be good to go. Then we can test these speakers out and then clean up the shop. Much needed. All right, second mount installed. Let's go ahead and put the speaker up. Wipe it down where I got some dirt on it. Oh, before we do that though, gotta have this wire put on. Of course, can't forget. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Assuming they sound good. All right, everything's in place. Let's go ahead and hook up the power and power them on for the first time. Let's take a look at this. So we got one speaker over there, one speaker over there. I've already got them powered up. Honestly, that looks pretty freaking good up there. Ignore the gantry. Let me grab my phone and we will connect my phone. Basically, when you power it up, it says Bluetooth mode in a sultry Chinese lady's voice. And let's see what we got. Let's get some Bluetooth pulled up. So we'll click pair new device and we'll see it right there. Easy enough. HOS 601 pairing. I don't need to let it access my call history, so we'll just keep that off. Ooh, connected. Okay. Let's play some music. Let's find a royalty-free song here. What should we play? There we go. Royalty-free rock music, huh? Let's do... Oh, here's a whole bunch. Ooh, here we go. No, it's not bad. I'm a fan so far. Ooh, turn the volume way up. Not bad. All right, let's compare that to the Google Home and see what it sounds like. Okay, it's Google Home time. Oh yeah. I'm sure you guys can tell. It's not even close. Not even close. Oof. I have this on max, by the way. So let's kick it off the shop speaker here and go back to oh yeah, oh my god. So much better. Oh yeah. Love it. So, what do you guys think? Improvement? I think so. I think that is an improvement. Now, the only thing I really got to do to tidy up this thing and get it completed is I need to mount this power brick. I'll probably 3D print a little bracket, stick it on like this piece of wood there, just so that way it's not just hanging there. You know, that's not the best solution for it. But apart from that, we've got it installed, and we're gonna have some great tunes in the shop, guys. It's gonna be epic, and it sounds pretty decent, you know, and they look pretty good in that spot, I think. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get started cleaning this shop up, because as you can see, it's a big old mess. But before I do that, I'm gonna go, you know, warm up my fingers because it's cold. It's like 44 degrees out right now, and the things that cool down the quickest is your fingers. Oh my gosh, my fingers are like hurting. They're so cold. So I'm gonna go warm up my hands, put on these insulated gloves, and then we're gonna get started tidying this place up. And I'll have a time lapse for you guys to watch of me going through and hopefully getting a lot of the stuff off the floor, maybe organizing, putting things up, and it'll be a pretty big difference, I'll say that. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we're ready to clean the shop. I'm a little warmer. I got some insulated gloves on, a little bit better clothing to wear. It is a little chillier today than most days, so now that I'm warm enough, I can start working on this. I also got my little shop helper here to help me out. He's gonna do some hunting around the shop while I'm working. Basically, the goal of cleaning up the shop is to pick up all the stuff off the floor, pick the tools up, put them back where they're supposed to go, try to clear the path a little bit because I'm tired of stepping over everything right now. It's kind of annoying, I'll be honest. And then later we're going to install the shop heater. Finally, I've been needing to get around to that because it gets cold out here, and reorganize a lot of the stuff. Maybe, like I said, we need to do the shelves at some point. So, but yeah, let's get to it. Let's get some music going too. All right. All right, guys, what do you think? A little bit better, huh? Floor's a little cleaner, more walkable. I don't have to worry about tripping over near as much stuff. I did throw quite a bit of stuff away in the trash can, as you guys saw with the time lapse. And the speakers actually came in huge handy. I got to listen to some music while I was working, which is way better than the Google Home I was using, so cannot complain there. I definitely recommend getting out in your shop or workspace and at least cleaning up the floor so you can walk around. In the future, I will be organizing a lot of this stuff. I still need to build some new shelves and things like that in the future. And then I'll be able to much better organize the shop and because right now it's not very organized at all. It's rough, especially over here. Just ignore all that. Just ignore that for now and ignore most of the surfaces. Stuff is just kind of piled up here and there, but I think this is a good spot to leave it at. I want to thank my members for watching the video, as well as all my subscribers and anybody who isn't subscribed. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope to see you guys next time on a future video of Too Many Projects Garage.